Are you visiting Turkey soon just as a tourist or are planning to live here for some time but you're still confused about social etiquette and expectations in this country? Then in this video we explain some unspoken rules that might help you make a little more sense of life in Turkey. But before we start with our video, we invite you to check our 2 digital booklets, The Best of Istanbul and Cappadocia and The Best of Turkey, where you'll find useful information on where to stay, where to eat, how to move from city to city, and other suggestions that we do not share on our social media. You may find the links in the description box and pinned comment. Turkey is one of the countries where tea consumption is one of the highest in the whole world. Black tea, also known as chai in Turkish, can be found everywhere in the country. You'll never see a Turkish home without it. Tea is a very, very important thing of their daily life. Some Turks literally cannot live without it. That is why when visiting a Turkish home, we'll always be offered tea. So make sure to always accept at least the first glass. After the first glass, if you don't want more, make sure to always let your host know about it. Because if you don't, then chai will keep coming over and over again. When the weather is way too hot or cold, stray cats and dogs can be seen inside metro stations, shops, schools, mosques, and even some shopping malls allow them to stay inside. It's part of their culture to also protect and help every living being in need. Also, it's quite common to see them taking the public transportation in Istanbul, taking ferries, and even trams, and people do not bother them. So don't get surprised if you ever see this. In Turkey, usually it's part of their culture that men pays the bills when going on a first date. In my country, for example, nowadays we can even see more women paying or they just split the bills, and that is totally okay. But here the first time dates is on the man. If the woman offers to pay at least half of the bill, the man will still insist that it's on him. Later on, especially if you are still going out together, you can split the bills, or as a woman, we can also pay without being insisted not to do so. In many countries, this is something that is done, but in Turkey, this is taken seriously, and I can experience it every single day when using the public transportation. As soon as an elderly, pregnant lady, or a person with a little child is spotted, everyone tries to give the seat to them. Not only men do it, but also women and young people give their seats voluntarily. Turks love food, and when Turks come together for a meal, you'll see everybody sharing their foods. It's part of their etiquette and something I also love as a foodie myself. It's also quite common to order 2 to 3 different dishes to share them among everybody. That way we can all taste a little bit of everything. If you are invited to a wedding or even an engagement ceremony in Turkey, make sure to invest in a gold coin because it's part of the tradition in the country. Here we do not give gifts such as house items, etc., as in many other countries. Here is done with gold. But in case that you don't have any gold, you can also give them some money. Turks are well known for their great hospitality, and when they invite you to a restaurant, they'll always try to pay for you. You can also offer to pay the bill or even just your part, but if they insist, just let them pay. You can pay the next time or even the coffee somewhere else afterwards. When someone shares food with you in a food container, always make sure to give the food container back with some food for that person too. This is a great gesture. When visiting someone's house for the very first time, it's quite common to take a little gift for them or their house. It's something that many Turks still do and is part of their culture. So don't forget this one. If you're invited to someone's house for the very first time, take a small gift. They'll love that. You can even take some dessert. That for sure never fails. Try not to leave too soon when you have been invited to someone's house or a special occasion. It may give the impression that you are dissatisfied and that you are not enjoying the moment. Try to at least have some coffee, tea, or eat if they offer you. Chat a little bit with them and then you can move on. These were just some of those unwritten rules in Turkey. If you know some more that you would like to share with others, you can share them in comments below. For more videos about Istanbul and Turkey, don't forget to click that subscribe button.